this time I'm gonna turn on the room light. Alright, I'm back. Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. Y'all know I can't dance. I know what I was trying to do. I was trying to do something. I was trying to be unique and special. But the topic for today is talking about, what are we gonna talk about? Christian faith. Who is the perfect Christian? Is there such a thing as the perfect Christian? What makes you a Christian? You know, all those questions. And you know what? I'll be straight up honest with you. I am probably the last person to be asking about anything Christian. And I just want to get this out there because I know, like, if anybody's watching my videos at all, like if there are people that are actually going to see this video, it's gonna be people that know me, people, you know, from Turks and stuff that know me as a person. And I feel like a lot of people, because I'm a quiet person, because, you know, I'm a nice person, my exes wouldn't say so, but I'm a nice person, and you know, I am reserved. I don't really curse. I don't get involved in certain things. They would assume, okay, she's a Christian. Like, she probably the whole baptized, go to church every Sunday, you know, participating in church activities. She a Christian. And I just want to let you all know that I am not. Now, I have been struggling with, you know, my Christian faith for a long time. Being a child growing up, our parents are Christians, and you know, they believe in the whole, like, going to church every Sunday morning, going to church service, Sunday service every morning, going to youth fellowship every Friday, going to Bible study, you know, all of that stuff. That's basically how we grew up. But ever since I finished high school and I had more of a say on what I wanted to do, I stopped going to church less and less. And since I've moved to the UK, I've not been to church. We've been living in the UK for like 3 years now. Yeah, it's been 3 years. And the amount of times I've went to church was only like 2 or 3 times in that whole 3 years, which is horrible. I know, it's completely horrible. And I'll be honest, like, with me going through my depression, my anxiety, you know, all of that stuff that I'm going through, I've been trying to get back into my Christian faith. I've been trying to, you know, I've tried reading the Bible more to, like, get a better understanding of things. I've tried listening to gospel music as opposed to, like, rapping, Hot Girl Summer, Cardi B, City Girls Take Your Man, all of that. But I'll be completely honest, it's not easy. I mean, it could be easy for me, but it's not easy. It's not easy for me at all. In regards to the question about the perfect, like, what is the perfect Christian? I feel like there's no such thing as the perfect Christian. And the reason why there's no such thing as the perfect Christian is because there's no such thing as the perfect human. I don't really feel like there's such a thing as the perfect Christian because we are humans. We are not perfect in any way, shape, or form. We're just not. And we all are gonna experience setbacks. We're all gonna make mistakes. We're all gonna, you know, some things in the Bible that they said that you have to follow to the T, they're all gonna be sometimes when it's just not gonna happen. You're just not gonna follow it to the T. Now, you could make an effort. You could put your 100% effort in trying to do it. But I don't want to say 9 times out of 10. Let's say 7, 6 times. Even 5 times out of 10, it's not going to happen. And that being said, I am not making an excuse for Christians to constantly make these mistakes, because I feel like if you are serious about becoming a Christian, then you should really be trying your utmost, your hardest to really be a Christian. Like, you can't, like, for example, let's say the 10 Commandments. You can't follow 7 out of the 10 Commandments and expect God to forgive you every time you disobey the 3 out of 10 commandments. You know what I mean? Or you can't point the finger and say, in the Bible, it say this and that, and you shouldn't be doing this and that, when you yourself are not a perfect person and you're doing this and that. You know what I mean? What else? Another thing that kind of made me drift away from going to church, like around the time when I finished high school, is because I don't believe in the whole different denominations. I think that's what they're called. Like Seventh-day Adventist, Baptist, Jehovah's Witness. What else they got out there? Those different, everybody being split up. Like, the way how I see it, there's one Bible. So how is it that there can be so many different versions to what's being said in the Bible? You know what I mean? Like, you go to a Jehovah's Witness church and they're telling you you can't do this and you can't do that. But if you go to Seventh-day Adventist church, they're telling you you can't do this and you can't do that. Or if you go to a Baptist church, they're saying you can't do this and you can't do that. And everything's just not adding up, because this church is telling me I can do this and I can do that, and this church is saying I can't do this and I can't do that. Oh, child, I almost died. Another thing I do not believe in is people making, like, the pastors or people of authority in the church out to be supreme beings, as in like gods. In the Bible, it says no one should be on the same footing as God, right? And of course, there's no pastor that's gonna write out and be like, I am God, worship me as your God. Of course not. But I feel like certain things that you do, certain conceptions that you put out there, how you lead the people, it can come off that way as you making yourself out to be a god. So it's one of those things where you don't directly have to say it, but your actions are making it appear that way. I don't believe in the whole judgment thing within the church. Like, you have to basically, everybody talking behind everybody back, everybody gossiping about this person, people with a higher status in life or like a better financial stability kind of situation, looking down at people that don't really have it. You know what I mean? In church. I don't feel like that should be a thing within the church. Like, I feel like there should be no bias in the church. I feel like the church should welcome all persons and actively try to support and be there for each other. I feel like that's what a church should be like. When I was going to church and stuff like that, it's just at times I used to feel out of place. And I wouldn't really say it was the church's fault, because I've always been the type of person to feel out of place. When I was in primary school, high school, being around friends, being around family, working at the place I was working, every part of my life, like every inch, every step, I've always felt like the oddball out. And that's fine, because I realized that yes, I am not the same as everyone, but I'm learning as well that everyone is just unique. The features that you have for yourself are just, it makes you the person that you are. It makes us so that not everyone is the same. That's why in the world of like 100 Kim Kardashians running about a shoot, can't really tell who the real Kim Kardashian is, can you? I mean, I guess. But yeah, and with that being said, like, all right, y'all. So that was my boyfriend that called and interrupted my video. But yeah, I ain't got the energy to talk no more. So my mind has already strayed off topic. I can't even remember the last thing I was saying. I have to go back to the video. I peed. Too much work. But my final point is to say that Christians are not perfect. Christians are human beings as well. Of course, they are meant to follow the word, and they are meant to help, spread the word, help teach the word. But you shouldn't expect them to be perfect human beings. And with that being said, I am still trying to get on my Christian journey, but I am not trying as hard as I should be. And it's just an emotional thing for me at this point. So I'm trying, struggling, but I'm trying. Dragging, but I'll get there. I will get there. I just need to double my efforts. I will talk to you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay peaceful, stay positive, guys, and remember to subscribe, just if you want to. If you want to. And I'll see you guys next video. Bye.